everyone, it's me again, Kawaii Pitanko, and today's video is going to be about my weight loss journey, when I started, what I do now, how my journey was since 2030 until now, and I hope you like it. And today I will like to keep all my glasses because I would like to read off the stuff I have here and I need them for that. Excuse me if the scenery is reflecting again. To start off, I would like to say that I actually never was an overweight child. I actually spent the whole time running outside with my friends, actually not eating that much, and yeah, back in Russia, until I moved to Germany in 2002, my weight was actually quite normal. It was never too high. It was actually sometimes a little bit underweight. Then I moved to Germany in 2002 and the whole, let's call it my path towards hell started because to be honest, we were like a very poor family. We never had that much food, and since my father deceased in 1997, my mom and we were like on our own, and we didn't have that much money to buy food. Yes, actually a sad story, but yeah, we never had that much food. And arriving here in Germany, we had to see it can be different. There can be food like I was like overwhelmed by the whole supermarkets here and stuff like that. I started eating uncontrollably, which led me like little by little to my biggest and highest weight I had in my life. And yeah, what else is there to say? Yeah, I started to, I think in the first year here in Germany, I put on like 12 kilos because I was like eating without any boundaries. I never said no to anything, especially knoppers, you know, those things. I will like put a picture in here. The next point will have to be my relationship with my ex-boyfriend now. We came together in 2010 and I already had like, I think there were like 72 kilos I had on my ribs back then. And as soon as we came together, he was like, oh, actually because he's so big, it doesn't seem like much, but he was overweight too. And coming together, yeah, we put another 12 to 14 kilos, and that was like in 2013. No, wasn't 2012 in the end. It was like September, I think, where I've reached my highest weight of 84 kilo. Those are 185 lbs, and yeah, back then, no, it was in 2011 in September when I visited the first anime and cosplay convention I ever went to. Yeah, arriving at home, I wondered why people never made photos of us. I was like, we're also in a cosplay, why don't they like do like a little bit of photos? Why aren't they excited as they are like with other cosplayers? Slowly realizing why they didn't make photos of us, it was because we were like, except me, I mean especially me, I will speak for myself because I put on that cosplay of Yuki Cross from Vampire Knight again. I stood in front of the mirror and I don't know what was wrong, I don't know what happened, but I started uncontrollably cry because I thought, firstly, putting on that cosplay the first time, I thought, I look good as hell, girl. But then putting it on for the second time after the convention in November, I think, I started crying because I've seen the most ugly person on the planet in that mirror. I hated myself at that point, and I had a little small mental breakdown. You can't call it like that because I'm quite mentally stable, but I had a quite small mental breakdown. From that point on, I said I don't want to be that fat whale in the mirror. And yeah, starting from the new year, I would like to lose some pounds and get skinnier. In 2011 December, I decided to lose my whole overweight kilos and stuff. For the first time in my life. I've tried some diets before, but those were like for only a week, and then I started to eat uncontrollably again. But then I said to myself, I will be doing this time like serious, and it was like very serious because in December I thought, and I did my researches how to lose weight. Not the fastest thing. I tried from the beginning on. I was very vigorous with myself, but when firstly I researched, I saw that muscles weigh more than fat and stuff like that. Those kind of things like coming into my mind, and yeah, I've eaten like I said I would like start to from the 1st January 2012, but the first were like Sunday, and who starts on Sunday? I mean, crazy. I started on 2nd January 2012. Yeah, I've erased anything bad from my food plan. I will talk about this later. To start off with the whole weight loss things, I would like to tell you my measurements. I think I didn't measure myself back then. I started measuring myself 1 year after I started my weight loss journey, but I would like to tell you my measurements back then, about approximately amount of them, because I don't remember and I don't really know, but I can clearly see how much it can be. My bust was like about 110 centimeters, 43 inch. My waist was 85 centimeters, approximately 31 to 33 inches. And my butt was like, I guess it was 150, 117. It was 45 inch back then. And I would like to tell you my current weight and my current measurements. I'm weighing now 63 kilo. Those are like 139 lbs. My measurements are down with the bust from 110 to 90 centimeters, from 43 inches to 35. My waist is down from 85 centimeters to 68, 70 approximately, to 28 inches, and my ass is from 17 centimeters to down to 104 centimeters. Those are 41 inch. My ass didn't lose that much weight because I tend to collect my fat in my fat area, my fat ass area like hell, because I'm pear-shaped person and I collect more fat in the bottom than in the upper part. About my weight, it fluctuated so much since I started working out and watching my whole food and stuff. I already made it to 45 kilo back then, in the first 3 years of my journey. Those are 119 lbs, and my measurements were also much lower than now. I was with what is called a skinny fat. I was skinny on the outside. People were like telling, oh my god, you're like a little bit too skinny and stuff like that. By the way, I'm 162 centimeters. Those are like 63 inch, I would like to say. And yeah, reaching that goal, I was very happy but also very depressed because it is what you call to starve yourself to death. I was eating only 1,300 calories a day, maybe 1,400, and I was making and doing sports like every day to that calories, so I wasn't eating like over 900 calories with the workout. So I starved myself to death, and I was always hungry. I was also always aggressive. I don't know, it was like hell until I discovered weightlifting. I lifted weights back then, but I was like all those cardio bunnies. I was like always doing cardio, and I was like afraid of putting those weights on my like body. Nevertheless, I did so, but like only 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Then I've started to lifting, not that much, but I've started actually with Kayla Itzenes BBG, and she uses weights in her plan. So I started to lift all those weights like in 2016 October. It's almost a year ago, but I've stopped this year in March, and the first 6 weeks were like okay. But I also started to put on more and more weight, not because I was eating unhealthy, but because I was starting to build muscles, and this was like a new fact to me, and it made me more and more depressed. I started to eat lower calories and still working out with BBG, also a little bit weights here and there in the gym. Since my membership in the gym from 2015, I think, I've put on 9 kilos approximately, because from one point in this year in March, I said like, fuck you low calories, fuck you BBG, because BBG didn't help me at all. I mean, it's a good start for people who are like very fat, but I wasn't very fat. I weighed back then, I guess it was 59 kilos, and or 57, and I slowly started to put on more and more weight until I said, what am I doing wrong? I was like eating healthy and like training as fuck, and then I said, go fuck yourself. I would like to start a new routine with which I would like to continue now. Well, since I started to put on more weight, I told to myself I'm going to lift even heavier because it makes such fun. It makes so much more fun than cardio. I'm now down from 30 to 40 minutes cardio back then to 5 minutes only my cardio warm-up, and that's it. And I said, fuck yeah, I'm going to eat more but train more, and that's what I'm currently doing. I'm lifting weights as heavy as I can. Since I can't go to my gym now for certain private reasons, I'm lifting my weights at home, and those are not heavy enough because I'm lifting much heavier weights in my gym. So I would like to buy some new weights soon, but for now I'm like trying to lift as heavy as I can. And I'm working out 3 to 4 times a week for approximately 30 to 50 minutes, because I'm not working 50 minutes out because I'm forcing myself to do so, but because I like to finish like a workout. I don't like to like, oh my gosh, I have to do deadlifts and squats, and I'm like saying, okay, I'm not going to do the squats, I'm like only doing the deadlifts. I would like to finish those workouts, and yeah, only because of this, and because it's such a fun to have a little bit of pause in between, not only running for 30 minutes like on the treadmill like a crazy bunny running away from a wolf. And yeah, my current routine is like nothing special. It's 3 to 4 times. If I'm working out 4 times, the fourth time will be a HIIT workout. the other 3 would like only be lifting weights, and from time to time I'm doing Kayla's eatiness workouts, but only for the HIIT part. I'm doing like, or for fun. If I'm bored, I'm like still doing one workout in, I don't know, maybe 3 years, in 3 months. I would like to recommend to you Fitness Blender. This is like my lifesaver for, it's been my lifesaver for 3 years now, and I'm still working out with those guys because they're like not shallow, they're not suspicious, selling gym trainer, workout partner, something like that. They're like real couple, helping people like me to reach my goal, which is now not losing weight. It's now defining myself, define my body, and yeah, I would like to show you in the end how much my body composition changed since I started to lift weights. Yeah, in terms of what I eat or drink, since 2012 I've eliminated 4 things from my food plan. Those are like sugar, white flour, white rice, white pasta, and white bread. I don't consume them at all, except for one day in a week, which I call my cheat day. Yes, I call it a cheat day because I don't eat like only a meal. I'm not happy with one meal, waiting like the whole 6 days and training my ass off and then eating only one meal. And if I have the feeling of eating more, I can't, because it's only the cheat meal. So as long as you don't over exaggerate and don't like let it slip the whole time, so you eat like the whole day, like, yes, here I'm spending my money on the food, it's okay to have a cheat day. As long as you like train very hard the whole week, the whole 6 days, and don't touch anything bad, which I've mentioned now. And yeah, start to eliminate those things immediately as soon as you start your weight loss journey. Also, for a matter of fact, I don't even go to McDonald's, which was like also one of the reasons I put on so much weight, because you know those coupons, I would like go and rage with those coupons, like buying stuff and like I don't know, buying the whole McDonald's empty and then eating it in front of TV and stuff like that. And that's not healthy, guys. Healthy, you just have to imagine how we were like eating, I don't know, 50,000 years ago. You will see which parts of the food or the drinking the human body actually needs to build muscle and stuff like that, because back then we were like a muscle guy and a muscle girl, like sitting in the cave and waiting until her husband or her man comes back from the hunt. And yeah, I don't say you have to follow a certain diet, because I tried quite a lot of them, and I'm just now eating very healthy. I'm now eating about 1,700 to 1,800 calories with working out. And yeah, those 5 things I mentioned you have to cut out from your plan. Moving on to things you should eat, and those will have to be the common things you always hear people telling you about. And yes, those are like there for a reason. I eat whole grains, but I try to not overdo, like especially on days I don't work out. I would like limit my whole grains to a little smaller amount than for the days I'm working out. You'll have to eat lots of veggies. I'm trying to limit my fruit intake to 2 things a day. For example, 1 apple, 1 banana, 2 apples, 2 bananas, 1 pear, 1 apple. I don't know what you prefer, because fruits consists of sugar. It's fruit sugar, but it's still sugar. So please limit your consumption of fruits like to 2 things a day, and you're like very good to go. in terms of drinking, I don't drink anything consisting sugar. I drink only water, 2 liters a day. I even have a bottle right here now. That's my third. If I fill it up, it will be my fourth. And I have like approximately 2.2 liters because it's a Chinese bottle. It has 570 milliliters, not 500 like I'm used to. Yeah, water. And if I'm like very if I have something like sugary addiction for a moment, I'm going to drink, for example, Pepsi Light or Coca-Cola Light, but those are like very in moderations. I don't drink like a whole bottle of light cola the whole day in 2 hours, then I'm buying a new one, drinking again. My 1.5 liter cola would like be enough for, I guess 6 days, because if I would like to drink it, I would drink it, but most of the time I'm drinking only water and coffee. Yeah, I'm a coffee addict. As soon as I get up, I drink 500 milliliter water, always. There's no exception, and throughout the day I'm drinking 3 bottles of those, and those are like enough. So, and I'm eating very healthy fats, for example salmon, avocado, but I'm also trying not to overdo it because my macro is now carbs. Like I'm eating like 200 to 230 on training days. Grams of carbs. Fats, I'm eating 60 to 70 grams. 70 grams, it sometimes slips. I eat sometimes 75 grams of fat, but as long as those are like healthy fats from olive oil, salmon, avocado, it's totally fine. My protein intake is 120 to 150 grams. 150 grams on training days, and it's very hard for me to reach that goal because not many things consist of protein which I like. And now I've bought myself something from MYPROTEIN. This thing is Bedtime Extreme. I bought it because of one reason, because it says 70 grams consists of 222 calories, 5.3 grams of carbs, 1.9 gram of fat, and 45 grams of protein. I bought it a few days ago, and I'm so excited to try it out because I've tested it and it was so good. Also bought myself this. I love MYPROTEIN. Yes, this is not sponsored or anything like that. It's like bought from my own money. It's a protein pancake mix, and it's in the flavor, chocolate flavor, like the Bedtime Extreme. This is like I think it's like a protein mixture for pancakes. I didn't taste it, but I didn't try it out now, but I'm very excited to do it today maybe. And for 50 grams it has 184 calories, fats 3.3, carbs 7.6, and for protein, and that's like the best thing, 31 gram of protein. So I'm very excited to try those out. And I have this one. It's a Impact Whey protein. I'm not using it like as something to drink because it's very, very sweet. It's like way too sweet. I don't know if it's because it's coffee caramel flavor, because the other one, the Bedtime Extreme, it's not that sweet at all. And yeah, I don't know if it's the taste. Tell me in the comment section. And this one has, for 25 grams, it has 101 calories, 1 gram of fats, 1.9 for carbs, and 19 gram for the protein intake. So if you take like 50 instead of 25 gram, you have like a 38 gram protein intake, but it's way too sweet to drink it. I almost threw up. I only use it like if I'm making a protein pizza, sweet protein pizza, it's okay. So you don't even need a liquid sweetener like sugar substance substitute. And yeah, otherwise I'm not using this that much. I have been having this for like, I don't know, 6 months now, maybe longer, and I can't drink it, so I'm only using it like flour or something like that. In terms of tracking your progress, I would also recommend, like every YouTube fitness guru, I will also recommend measurements, not the scale, because the scale can be an asshole from time to time. And yeah, how do I track my progress? I'm always putting all the products I've eaten, and I would also recommend it for you, in MYFITNESSPAL. I will put a link here down below, and also for the MyProtein, because this site is like mwah. And I think I'm only using the MYFITNESSPAL app. Yes, nothing special. You just put down there what kind of things you've eaten, and then you can see, and you can also use the macro for your own appliance, for your own preferences, how much carbs you would like to eat and stuff like that, if you've like already calculated it. I've also linked down a macro calculator here. I have it from Natacha, and thanks to you, girl, that thing saved my life. And yeah, I tracked my progress to see how much I've burned, because I don't know, it's like very important to me to see how many calories I burned, so I can keep on track how much I can still eat in the day. And for tracking my calories burned, I'm using this Polar watch. I bought it myself like 2, 3, 4 months ago, I don't know. It's the FT4, and I've always wanted to have one. It's not like the newest model, it's like not the newest thing on the market. I would like to have the Jawbone or the Fitbit one, but it's like a little bit too expensive for me. And I'm always going with the heart frequency belt, because without this thing is not going to measure like perfectly. And the Polar watches are very, very reliable, so that's the reason why I bought those babies. I don't know, I think it was an auction in eBay. I only paid 30 euro for that, like 40 bucks. Well guys, I would like to say goodbye at that point. If you have any questions, again, you can always ask me in the comment section below. Anything considering all videos I have here on my YouTube channel. And yeah, I think that's it for today, and I don't have to say anything more. Do you have? If so, you can contact me in those thingies. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Bye!